Staying up, we're staying up, we're staying up, we're staying up, we're up, we're safe, we're clear, we're in the Premier League for another season, baby. Yeah, yeah. Let's get into it. It's the wrong one. I'm so excited. I've pressed the wrong one. Let's get into it again.
Leeds House.
Hello, welcome to the Leeds House. Welcome to the match reaction with me, James. I'm here to talk through another amazing game for Leeds United. We had nothing to play for apart from a bit of pride, a bit of let's just go undefeated till the end of the season. Um, yeah. Anyway, this is the match reaction with me, James. It's at the bottom. It's going around the bottom there. Match reaction and all that jazz. Please like, subscribe, share, and hype. Do all them things. If you don't, nothing will happen to you. It's just it's a nice thing to do for the people that make these videos. And that people, when I say that people, I mean me. I'm the one making this video. So please like it and subscribe it and all that jazz. Sorry that it's taken a little bit of time and a little bit late to the show, but obviously the game dragged on for 103 minutes, 114 minutes. And the game I'm talking about, if you didn't know, it's this game here. Spurs 1, Leeds 1. What a game. What an end. What a crazy game that we've been part of yet again. I'm going to talk through the game. I've not got too many talking points to go through, just a few little bits here and there, obviously, because the game went on for so bloody long. But yeah, this is the game that I'm going to talk about. Spurs 1, Leeds 1. I've got a comment already. Who is it? Who is it? It's my man. It's my man. Onar. Evening, mate. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How you feeling? We're safe, mate. We are bloody safe. We didn't win 3-1. We didn't win, I don't know, what did I say, 8-0 or something like that, you know, how it is. The game finished 1-1. That game that happened, I've got some little bits and bobs. This is the team that started. You get me in that little screen there. Hello, I'm midget. I'm a midget in the corner. Well, I'm not in the corner. I'm halfway up the screen. Darlow in goal. Rodon, BL Stroke. Three central defenders. Dan James gets a start. Stack, Ampadu, Tanaka, Justin, Aronson, Calvert-Lewin to start the game. So a few players missing. Bogle missing. Don't know what's happened to him. Disappeared. Obviously, we knew about Okafor. Yeah. But, quite happy with the start. Quite happy to see James start, actually, to see if he was up for it. Yeah, how did everyone feel about that starting lineup? And that it was that. Yeah, so the game itself, started how I expected it to start. I thought Tottenham come out all guns blazing, you know. Actually, they need the win more than we do because we don't bloody need a win, do we? We're already up. We're safe, man. Sorry, I'm really excited about that. Oh, let me just put this up before I carry on talking about the game because it needs to be said. Don't you know? Pump it up. The Whites are staying up. Yeah, baby. We're up. We're clear. Who we got here? Who we got? Nervous for some reason. Want the bragging rights of being in right there on top of the table in 14. Martin Cook, 15 minutes extra time. I know. It's like they're trying to manufacture this, this amazing end. And when you put over 10 minutes on the end of a game, it lifts the team, especially the team that are going for the points. Yeah, crazy though, crazy mental. Yeah, the game started how I expected it to start with Tottenham really pushing, really trying to get the win because they bloody needed it, as I was saying. I thought we defended pretty well in the first half. I thought they definitely had the first half. Um, great defending from us. I thought we had a couple of little chances and nearly had a little penalty shout just offside. His toe was offside. Great save from that keeper from Rodon for the header. They had a few little chances here. Not really troubled Darlow that much though. If I'm gonna be honest with you, in that first half. Um, it's an amazing result with so many injuries in Tottenham. I know it's not a bad result. I mean, I'll take it. I wanted to win. I wanted to go 3 wins, last 3 games to get as high as we possibly could, finish on 52 points, but looks like it's just going to have to be 50 points then. Mm, yeah, like so many injuries. I mean, Tottenham have got a few injuries themselves, haven't they? So, but yeah, I thought it was the old cliche, say game of two halves. What they shaded that first half. Second half, we come out. Um, Tittingham with it all to play for. I know we sort of did West Ham a little bit of a favour, didn't we? Second half sort of started the same way, a bit of pressure until they score, and it's like we do this quite a lot, don't we? We did great. We did do great, man. We do this quite a lot where we concede, but I think that was more down to Tottenham getting a bit nervous. They get the goal, don't they? And then you see them sort of going further and further back. And credit to us, we pushed on with our broken players, pushed on, and I think we dominated that second half. I thought we put them under a lot of pressure. Had some great chances to score. We then get the penalty, which definitely was a penalty, by the way. And when you see the replay of where the referee's standing, he's literally he watches it happen and then just like, yeah, I'll just crack on with the game. I think he's been booted in the head there. Nah, that's right. We'll crack on with the game. Then they go down and blah blah blah, and then VAR, and then he's still standing there watching the bloody replay about 6 times. Is it a penalty? It's definitely a fucking penalty. It was a penalty the first time he seen it when he seen it live. I don't know why he didn't blow. But we get the penalty, and Calvert-Lewin just smashes it in the goal. I've got every confidence in him, even if Richarlison was trying to tell the keeper where to go. He went the right way, but it was a great penalty. Problem is the Hammers are gonna want to rip into us when we're looking to celebrate the end of the season. It doesn't matter what they want to do, mate. What they want to do and what's going to happen are two different things. Tottenham wanted to rip into us tonight. That didn't happen either, did it? So don't worry about it. They'll have a lot of nervous energy on that last game of the season, and we'll just be like 1 foot on the beach. So don't, yeah, we get the penalty, we get the goal, and for all sense and purposes, it looks like we're going to get the winner because we put them under a lot of pressure, really pushed them up the pitch. They looked a bit nervous. Longstaff right at the end comes on, and to be fair, that is a fucking save and a half from that keeper. How he's pulled that off, come and hit the crossbar. Then there's another chance for Longstaff. I think he was slightly being pulled back a little bit. I mean, maybe it would have been harsh to get a penalty for that, but it should have been a penalty. Plays it across the box, and then they get a little bit of pressure right at the end. As it always happens. Big shout for the penalty. When I first seen the replay, I thought, "Fuck, they're going to give a penalty for this." And then there's the slightest of touches from Mecha, and I mean, how many of you thought that was a penalty? I thought they were going to give that as a penalty, for the emotion and for the, like I say, to make this more exciting, this relegation battle. Yeah, but they didn't. They gave a corner and game sort of fizzled out and finished 1-1. Probably a fair result when you look at the stats of the game, which I'm going to get it right now for you to see. And this is the stats of the game. Tottenham with slightly more possession, an XG of the most sliverest of more XG of 1.32 to our 1.26. 16 shots from them, 11 from us, 3 on target for them, 4 on target for us, with them having a lot more touches in our box. But, we defended pretty damn good, I think. I'll get the table up as well, because this is what the table looks like after this weekend's. I'm gonna have to take the pump it up thing off, sorry, because you can't see the bottom of the table. So I'll put it back up when it's finished, because we are staying up. So that's the table after this week's matches. I think Man City have got to play another game against Palace. Palace and Man City have got that game in hand, haven't they? There we are on 14th, above Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest now. 2 points behind Newcastle, 4 points behind Sunderland. Great return, really. Great. And as you can see, very, very safe. Very, very safe from going down. Let's get you off. Get me big. And let's get pump it up back going across the bottom of the bottom of that. Because it is, I mean, it's you know what? Let's just get into the chat, because we are safe. We are safe with 3 games to go. Quite a phenomenal season, to be honest with you. I think obviously we were written off quite a lot by a lot of pundits at the start of the season, the 3 teams coming up. And I think, we keep talking about the Man City game as the change of our fortunes, which is true. Our fortunes did change. But performance-wise, I don't think it was as terrible as as people thought. I think there was just this gradual sort of this team evolving into the league. We were playing quite well in games, not getting the results, and then the Man City game was probably spur and going. We are actually good enough. We just need to start showing it, and from that point we did, and we have to go for 23 games now, four losses. Only one of them's been away, mind you, and that was against Newcastle, which we probably should have got more out of. But it's been extraordinary. It's been a really, really good season. We look like a Premier League team. We look like we belong in this league. No questions. We haven't got lucky in many games this season. There's been probably, say, the Chelsea game, got quite lucky there. I'd say the Bournemouth game, but I think we defended quite well in that game. Probably got lucky really right at the end, didn't we? Because they had the goals disallowed. But yeah, not many games where we've come away from it thinking we're lucky to get anything out of that game. But there's been plenty of games where we've come out of it thinking we should have got more from it. So absolutely incredible season from Leeds United, with now 2 games to go. Another point I want to make about this season, and this also sort of extends to last season as well, because if I remember rightly, last season when it come to the winter window, there was a lot of talk about, if we don't make any signings this winter window, we won't go up. We didn't make any signings, and we went up. Same thing happened this winter window. If we don't make any signings, we'll get relegated. We won't have enough to stay up. We did make a signing, Buonanotte, but he's not played at all. So in theory, not really made any signings, and we've stayed up quite comfortably, it looks like, in the end, with 3 games to go. And not a lot of people would have expected that. So it just goes to show, like, the recruitment and the management team, the owners, the manager themselves, the medical team, they have absolutely got it spot on. Obviously, there's a couple of question marks over a couple of little players here and there, like Perry. We've talked about Perry, but I've mentioned before he's got us to a semi-final with his penalty saves. And there's Barn Owl as well. Barn Owl. He's played his part in bits here and there, but other than that, signings have been fantastic, and we haven't needed them signings in the winter window. And everybody thought, if we don't get them, we're going to fail, and we haven't failed. So credit to everyone involved. Credit to everyone involved in Leeds United. Another point I want to. Well, this one I sort of just said that. Just said this. Everyone in the club deserves massive credit. As I say, it goes from the players themselves to applaud themselves as they have in this Premier League. The manager who, he's switched, he's changed, he's adapted. He's been given, he's been backed. Not as much as we all probably wanted at the start of the season, but the if you look now at the players we've brought in and how well they've done, he's been backed. As I say, the medical staff keeping players like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Metcha reasonably well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin fit for the whole season. Metcha reasonably fit. Even Okafor, he's probably been the least fit out of all of them, but he's still contributed very, very well. Um, it's just been a great first season up in the Premier League, and I think that we can only move on from this. We can only get better from this. Bit more investment in the summer, new stadium, or new kits that everyone was going to hate and not want to buy, but they will because that's what it is. Uh, Another point I want to make out. This is important as well because it just shows the job that's been required, not just this season. In the 3 seasons that the 49ers have come in, Daniel Fark's come in, core set of players that have come in. This is the third season now where there's been more points needed than what you usually would need to you know complete our missions. So the first season, usually on the point total that we got, we'd usually go up. We ended up finishing third. Last season, getting 100 points and still not outright winning it. And this season as well, like having 44 points at this stage. I mean, 43 points wasn't actually enough until Sunday, which is crazy in this. As I say, the amount of points that we've needed in the 3 seasons has always been more than what's usually required. I think it'll go back to normal next season. I mean, that's not sort of shitting on the teams that are coming up. I think from what I've seen of them, I think they might struggle. But if they, look at what Sunderland have done and what us have done, and if they buy the right players, make the recruitment has to be perfect to stay up. And luckily this season there's been 2 teams that have got their recruitment right. And do you know what? I'm not even going to say one team have got their recruitment right because a lot of Sunderland players they just bought players that we wanted to buy. So Sunderland just went, "Who are these buying? We'll just put more money and buy them." So our recruitment's been phenomenal. It's actually kept 2 teams up this season. That's how good our recruitment's been. So Adam Underwood, well done. You should get a bit of a bonus from Sunderland as well for identifying players for them. But yeah, it's mental when you think about the amount of points that's been needed in these past few seasons for us to be involved in. And we fell a bit short that first season. Last season we accomplished it. This season we've accomplished it. Like I said, next season I'm not thinking you're gonna need that many points to stay in this league next season. But who knows? Who knows? As I say, we'll see what the teams coming up do. We'll see what they do. Yeah, I'm just chuffed, guys, man. I'm just so chuffed that I was right. I was right to be confident. As I say down there, I don't know if it'll show up on my side. Maybe it'll show up this side because of the way the cameras. I don't know. Never in doubt for me. I was supremely confident. Even when we went through the shit, I was supremely confident we'd turn it around. That was based on our performances. And I've just been proven right. And I'm so happy that I'm right and everyone else, not everyone else, but a lot of Leeds fans wrong and wrote us off a little bit. Ha 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 ha. Ha. We are Premier League for another season. And like I say, man, I just think there's the only ways up. New stadiums, man. I'm just so excited for the future of this of this football club, our football club. I mean, when we went up last time, I thought it was a bit of a unique season, that COVID season where we came up. I think we surprised a lot of teams with our intensity and our, that really short summer. It sort of didn't give a lot of teams decent enough time to prepare. So I think we caught a lot of teams, you know, short. You could tell when teams figured us out a little bit, their superior players made us look quite average at times. But I think it was a bit of a an anomaly that season for us finishing ninth under Bielsa. The second season was more of a showing of what was going to be expected. But you know, we did have a lot of injuries that season, but we just didn't have the backing. We didn't have the backing to take us further. But this time I think we have. This time I think we've got really good people in charge of us who know what they're doing. Who I think we need to put a bit more trust in them, because I think there's been so many bad owners over the years. I won't even count Radrizzani as a bad owner. I just think he was a little bit too little to take us forward. He didn't have enough clout. I didn't think he'd have enough know-how. But I think now we've got that. I think now we've got really good, really good owners, really good sort of backroom staff. They're identifying the right players for us, and they're all playing their part, which is huge. And I think I'll do another show when the season's finished, and we'll look through the season a bit more. I'll get more in talk more about how well we've done this season, because the season's not over, and I still want us to get as high as possible. Yeah, it's just been amazing. Is there anybody there that wants to talk? How do you feel? How do you feel about Leeds United staying in this league? Do you think it's deserved? Do you think we've been lucky? Um, How did you find the game? How did you expect the game to turn out tonight? It's not a lot to say. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for the show, because obviously the game went on forever. So I actually had to delay it, because I'm watching it. I'm watching on a stick, so I was probably a little bit behind as well from the normal time. So, but yeah, great season, good performance in the end tonight as well. I thought we were going to get a little bit overrun at half time. Didn't happen. We seemed to sort of, make our way back into that game, and probably could have won it at the end as well, because I didn't think they were going to score another goal. I mean, it's a good goal they scored, to be fair. That's how good goal. But I thought after that, there was only one team that was going to win it, and I thought it was going to be us, and I hoped it was going to be us. I really wanted to win that game today. Really wanted to win every game, but I'll take a 1-1. We're still undefeated. In the last since we come back from the international break, hopefully we can take that into our last home game of the season against Brighton. The return of Georgie Rutter. Oh, Gray didn't get on tonight, did he? No, he didn't. No. It's crazy that our last 3 games have been against Gray, Rutter, and Somerville. It's quite funny, that, isn't it? And potentially one of them is going to go down. More inclined to think it might be West Ham now, but who knows? Who knows? This season it's full of surprises. It's full of so many surprises. Yeah. Oh, man of the match. Man of the match today. I thought there was a couple of good performances today. Little shout out to Aronson. I know not a lot of people. I say every week, not a lot of people like him. Thought he was, just fucking a nuisance. Did well. But I thought Rodon was fucking good today. Really, really good. Absolutely kept outpacing Richarlison. kept going in little races with Richarlison and just getting in front of him, beating him. But do you know what? I gave this man my player of the season. I've got a comment here. Who is it? Before the season, I would be happy with 17th, but thought 12th to 14th would be great. Also thought we would get 42 points. So I think we're doing great. We are, mate. We're doing better than great. We're doing so much better than a lot of people predicted for us, and even a lot of our own fans, especially after we finished our recruitment. A lot of our own fans wrote us off, um, thinking that we didn't have enough. I predict us to finish 8th because I'm fucking a nutcase, but that's what I do. I don't think that we can do that now. I mean, there was this weird. I don't know if anyone's seen it. There was some guy on Twitter. Obviously, last week it can happen now, but last week, he run loads of simulations, and there was one simulation that if all the results went a certain way, we could have actually finished 6th in the Champions League, which would have been absolutely hilarious. Just getting out of a relegation fight and then getting into the Champions League. Obviously, it can't happen now because of we needed to win all the games, and I think we needed Brighton and Bournemouth, Brentford. I think they needed to not pick up another point. So, but that's not mental. And if they had a shit keeper, we would have won 3. You know what? You're right. We would have, mate. Not a bad keeper, him actually, isn't he? Considering they wrote him off after that Champions League game when he just had an absolute mare. But yeah, not a bad keeper. Yeah, you're right though. That was some save that was, wasn't it? From Longstaff. Absolute great save, to be fair. Got Farker on the telly right now. So I'm so chuffed for Farker. Another. Obviously, all the players that we bought in got written off. Owners have been written off. Farker as well. I'm just so happy that he's proven not other people wrong, because pundits are going to say what they're going to say. Other fans are going to say what they're going to say. It's just our own fans, a lot of our own fans that have written Farker off, and still now would quite happy be like, thanks for keeping us up and find someone else. What can you do about them? What can you say about them? I don't know. It's mental. But I am so chuffed for him. So chuffed for Farker. Absolutely brilliant. Let me get back onto me, man. Oh no, who's your man of the match tonight, right? Who was your man of the match? As I was saying, I gave this guy my player of the year because of coming up, a lot of new players being the captain. So I wonder who it's going to be. I think he's been awesome all season, and even today he got us the penalty. He was long busting, trying to dictate play. First half was a bit difficult. We didn't get a lot of the ball, but whenever we did, he was always at the heart of what we were trying to do. Second half, he was just all over the pitch, directing, telling people to get in positions and that. I just think he's been an absolute steal for 7 million, and I hope we give him a new contract soon. I mean, it's common. I think it's common, isn't it? But he's been amazing. So my man of the match today and my player of the season is Ethan Ampadu, captain. I was going to say Captain America, but it's Captain Wales.
Leeds House, man of the match.
Yes, Ampadu, you will receive that. I'm going to send it to you via a bike. I'm going to get someone to ride up on a bike, give it you. Just throw it through your window. Yes. Oh no, good choice, mate. Good choice. Yeah, as I say, I think when the season finishes, I think because we did me, Kev, and Danny when he was still doing it, we did a bit of a prediction at the start of the season. we'll get them out. We'll have a little look, see how well we did with our predictions, and have more of a better review of the season. At the end of the season, we'll do that, or I'll do that. I might be doing it by myself, but hopefully I'll get some of you guys to give me your certain sort of like accolades for the season. I will be back at the weekend with the Sunday club. Are do we play Sunday? I think we play Sunday against Brighton, don't we? I don't know. I think it's Sunday or Saturday. It doesn't matter. I'll be back anyway on Sunday with the Sunday club to talk about the game, talk about our last home game of the season. I don't know about Kevin. I did ask him if he wanted to come on tonight, but it's a weekday and he's so busy, so busy. But hopefully he will be with me at the weekend so we can discuss the last home game against Brighton. There's not a lot much to say other than, don't you know, pump it up. We are staying up. We are Premier League forever and ever. Amen. This has been the match reaction with me, James. Always a pleasure to talk to nobody right now, or Aina. I think Aina's just popped back on. Thanks, James. Leeds 3, Brighton 1. That's a point. Yeah, I ain't even done my prediction for Brighton. You know me. I'm going to go real wild this weekend. 21-4. 21-4. Why not? 21 goals, man. 21 goals for. Please like, subscribe, share, and hype. It means a lot. I don't know what it means, but it's a lot. So do it. Do it right now. Yeah. Don't you know, pump it up. The Whites are staying up. Don't you know, pump it up. The Whites are staying up. Leeds Premier League. Leeds Premier League. That's one more. That's one more. That would sure help with the goal difference. You know what? Let's just, yeah. That's my thinking. Why not? We're safe. We're free. Brighton are pretty good, actually, to be fair. So it's going to be a struggle to score 20 goals. But, if anyone can do it, it's Sebastian Bornau, because I think he's going to score at least 19 of these goals that I'm predicting, because it looks like Strauch's hips fell off. It fell off and he couldn't put it back on, and he's out for the rest of the season. 2 games. Yeah, I ain't got a lot much more to say, just that we're Premier League and we're amazing. We're the best team in the land. Take care.